we need to just copy and rotate in order to create the put all the module together in order to create the entire building. And then at the end, we will be creating the panels. So what do I do is I created a grid on the floor just to guide you. Maybe, I mean, if you are familiar with the perspective mode, you don't have to wait. Just let me isolate this section. Uh, if you feel free to either create this. Remember the rectangle we had on the top, and then you just move to the floor and create the grid, or you can just go directly like selecting your module, and then you can just copy, and you can just copy along like this. So one side has 3 modules, and then complete the other 2 on the other side. So what I just do is I just copy this to somewhere here. Doesn't have to be. So I just copy and then I rotate 180 degrees. After I rotate, I move this and I snap this back. So make sure you are snapping correctly. You don't snap anywhere off. So you see I was doing something dangerous. I had near on, but I hope it works at the end. I hope I snapped at the end point. I will copy this also to the other side. So I have the 5 modules together. So copy each module and place them accordingly to each triangle. At the end, I will join now I can join all the modules together. Let me join them. Now it's an open polysurface. So I join them all together. And now I need to close only the 2 sides. Now I have to close because there's nothing else over there. And I have to close also the bottom surface of this pillar. Let's see. I hope it works. Let's go for cap command. So because it's a flat opening and closed also, like I explained the cap command yesterday, if everything is correct, the cap will work. So the cap will close all the gaps and it will give you a closed solid polysurface. So cap is kind of a proof if you have done everything correctly, like with the curves and everything. All right, so we have all the modules together. So we have joined, we have used cap. Spotify. Just a second. My Alexa went on because I keep talking. Sometimes Alexa thinks I'm talking to her. I'm sorry. So he started playing a song. Okay, so we used cap and join. We move to step number 3. Step number 3 and 4, we will create the panels. The panel will be only a single surface. We won't give in much detail to the panel, which is fine. So what I need to do is, so remember, I always need the curve to have this kind of surface. So we're going to draw the curves first, and then we create the surface. So look into my design, I need to start from somewhere. What I have decided is I'm gonna draw a rectangle at the bottom, so I will have the bottom curve. So because I cannot get the curve from anywhere because I don't have nothing on the floor. But since I have, let me hide the ISO curves. Since I have surfaces, remember from the intersections or the project option that I showed you guys yesterday, uh, I can get curves from the surface. So I don't need to draw those curves because I can get them from the surface. Since I don't have any surface on the floor, that's why I thought it could be a good idea to draw the bottom curve because I don't have anything there to extract from. and then I just extract curves from the surfaces like you guys can see here. And then at the end, I will have all the curves. We create the surface. So let's draw this rectangle. So the rectangle, I need to snap somewhere. I'm gonna go under my model. I have a corner to snap in one side of the rectangle. So I will activate the rectangle command. So I have a place to snap here. The other corner, I don't have anywhere to snap, you see? So, and then how do I place the other corner? I can use Smart Track, which can be a little more difficult for you. So you can place, for example, your mouse. Where is it? Yeah, you can use Smart Track like that. Yeah, so I have two guide corners, and then I have an intersection where I put Smart Tracks. If this is more complicated for you, what you can do is you can start the rectangle. So I have one snap. I create a bigger rectangle on purpose. It's fine. Then what I do is I select one side of the rectangle and I move back. So I will activate the snapping option, snappy dragging, and then I just move back and I snap on that corner. Then I select the other two. Then I move back and I snap in this corner here. So at the end, I have my rectangle correctly. So this is where I want my rectangle passing through this little corner in the inside corner and also in the other side. Yeah. Okay, so we have the base curves, the base rectangle curve. And now what I'm going to do is, even though, so I joined my surface and then I cap, it's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to explode. So everything is exploded. It's okay. I still have all the surfaces. And only the, I will join only the bottom surface. I want to join only them. So they will be separated from the top surface. We will join everything back again at the end. So I'm going to use the command project. So select curves to project and then hit enter. Select surface to project, hit enter. So now my base triangle will be projected only on the bottom surface. If I had everything, it was going to project curves on all the surfaces, also the top one. It was going to be a mess. So I want my curves only on the bottom surface, like that. All right, so we have the curves. I will hide my ISO curves. Actually, I can join everything back. So my surfaces will be joined. The curves I have will be joined, but yeah, if they are intersecting. Now I will select my surfaces. I will hide my ISO curves so I can see the actual curves. I don't get confused. Now I have one curve here for this panel, and then it's missing only one curve to close because it's an open curve. There is a command because if I hide this triangle, oh, I'm getting some, yeah. So if I hide, I middle mouse button, I hide, I have this curve. Now I can see that it's missing only one side of this curve. There's a command called close curve. Close curve, what close curve will do is it will connect the start point to the end point. And now I have a closed curve and I can go for the command surface from planar curves because that curve is closed and planar. I have one panel already. I will show my, so I show my rectangle again. And what I'm going to do is I will select my surface panel. I can just copy. So I don't need to do everything again because it's modular. Remember, it's symmetrical. So it's the same geometry. So I copy that panel to this side. I just need to flip the surface. So I already have 3 panels, and now I need the corner panel. So I can make only one and mirror to the other side. How do we do this? So remember we projected the curves. So we have a curve projected here. What I will do is I will explode this curve because I need to create one side of the panel first and then the other side. I already have one curve. I have the other curve. I will join them. What I need is it's missing a vertical curve here. So I will just draw that vertical curve. And since I'm running the command already, I'm just going to connect the last curve. I'm not going to use close curve in this one. So I have this L-shaped curve. I select the projected one. I join them. I check if I have a closed curve. It's closed. And now I go for the planar surface. And now I need to do exactly the same with the other side. I have the projected curve, and I would just draw the L shape curve. And now I can just select the L shape one that I just did, join the two of them, check if it's closed, go for planar curves. So I have the 2 panels, I can join them. So it's a polysurface now, and I can just mirror to the other side. And it's done.